Mm, mm, mm. Peace, peace, peace. Um, so it's your boy Sincere Seven, tapping in from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, the Florida edition. So, um, this morning I microdosed, and I don't know how many of you all utilize the sacred fungi in your works, in your daily, weekly, monthly routine, or whatnot. But me, as a medicine man, as a shaman, as a as a man of the village, it is something that I utilize quite often, probably 80% of the time. Like if we take fucking 365 days out of the year, I'm probably microdosed at least probably 250 of those days. And every time I microdose, it'll give me something different. Sometimes it gives me energy for the physical things that I have to do, my daily walks, my routines. Sometimes it gives me information. Sometimes I channel things. It's always different. Today, I microdosed, and the activation of my microdose were very, very, very heavy, causing me to eliminate all external stimuli outside of maybe the Miracle Prayer and the Jade Emperor playing in the background, a little bit of incense and Florida water on my face, some oil on my body and my mud cloth with the Yiminju. Today was very, very heavy, and it caused me to, as I quite often do, balance myself with the utilization of water. I'll get in the tub, I'll get in the shower. Water is a container of such. This is why you'll see in a lot of different depictions where water is where people go to contain themselves, to bring themselves back, to balance and catapult themselves into other things. So I took some time soaking, and when I do that, it's a request of what is it? Why is this so heavy? What is it that you're trying to get me to focus on? What is it you're trying to get me to see? And what I'm about to build about is what came to me. Let me just be clear that this is not a male versus female, but it probably will trigger some women. This is, I don't care, but let me just be clear. Ladies, if you want to listen up, feel free. It's not for you. So if you do listen up and you don't like what you heard, I don't care. Please do not attempt to jump on this page, jump on this post, and debate me, to argue with me, or any of that. Please just listen. If nothing else, for the understanding for your sons, your brothers, your father. Maybe a lot of you all will understand some things about what you all might call traumas that you have experienced. America has pussified us as men. So, with that, a lot of men have acted outside of themselves. And so, this causes a feeling in women to feel the need to guide us, to teach us, to lead us into what they feel like is the proper place for men. So, this talk is actually not against women, but is actually for our people as a whole to understand what we might refer to as the roles that men play in our community. So again, this is not a women ain't, women don't, none of that. This is literally an understanding of men and our roles within our communities. So that's my disclaimer. I put it out there. Take it or leave it. How I respond to you outside of that is on you. So, the title of this is, are you a wise man, a warrior, or a commoner? And there's so many different aspects to this. So I'm gonna take my time and it might be long. But let's start with the idea of diet. No, I'm gonna get back to that. Let's start off with what a real man would. This is what a real man would do. A real man would do this. A real man would do that. A real man is a term that is created by an emotional responding woman. No men say a real man would do this, because men who understand their roles understand that being a man, to be a real man, all you have to do is be born through the womb with the X and the Y chromosome, and then grow to an age where you are seen in your community as a man. That's it. That's it. Fuck all this American, feminine, emotional, reactionary teachings that cause men in America to drift way too far from their roles that they should be conducting in their community. So with that being said, let's just eliminate that. Anytime you hear a woman say a real man would, my response to that woman is shut up. It's not your place. Again, this is not against women. This is for men. So women, if you're listening, this is why initiations took place. You were not allowed to sit amongst us when we taught the young boys what a man is. For this reason, right now, you should be somewhere telling young girls what a woman does. It is not damn woman's place to tell a man what a man is. Shut up. So let's just be clear. This is initiationary speaking for men. If you are listening to this, ladies, then you should be honored to be allowed to hear this. I don't care how you feel about that. No woman is going to tell initiationary men who are initiating young boys, well, I can do, and shut up. Why are you here? So that's the first thing. This ideology that women can teach boys to be men. No, you can't. And let's just be clear that the society who has indulged in this idea is now running rampant with homosexuality within our young boys. Fellas, if you're a homosexual, that's your business. This is not a diss on anybody. This is teachings. And in this community, there are too many individuals scared to teach because if the women say this about me, and if I don't want to seem like, I don't give a fuck. And this is heavy for me. This is this spirit that came to me this morning that was like, I'm like, I'm seeing it, I'm understanding it. So this is my channeling of this information to us. Fellas, this is for us. Ladies, if you're listening, just listen. There's nothing that you're going to say that's going to move me, okay? Fellas, if you are allowing women to teach you how to be a man, you can only be a commoner in your community. So women can teach men, but the men who are taught by women are commoners. You will be utilized by the women for what they need you to be. That's it. That's it. As a wise man and as a warrior, you are looked at as a weak and uneducated, ignorant man. But there's still a place for you in the village because the women need you to do things. They need you to pick that up. They need you to put that down. They need you to put that over there. They need you to give them something they want. They need you to be there for their beck and call. And that's okay. And to some men who don't want to hold the role of a warrior or a wise man, that is fine. There is nothing wrong with the commoner in our community. There's nothing wrong with a man being, I'm not a wise man or a warrior. I'm going to be over here and do as whatever it is you do. I'm going to leave that at that. Because again, this is not, all right? For those of you all who are used to my high-strung energy and that's not what this is about to be. I'm taking my time with this one. If you have a low attention span and you like, oh man, go ahead and get it out, you might as well leave now. You might as well leave now. So, the planet Earth is approximately 70% covered by water. Water is a free forming source. Oceans are energy and motion, emotions. They can go wherever, they can do whatever, however. This is why some people say that women are emotional, because the structure is not there. It's not like, oh, no matter how I feel, I need to keep my motherfucking mindset on the mission. This is a man's mindset. A woman's mindset is free. You have freedom, women. So the planet Earth is approximately 70% covered in water. The banks of that water, right? The beaches, that as we might refer to. Water is women. Land is man. The beaches and the places where water connects at, this is what I will refer to as the common men. If you will let these emotional waves move you, you can be nothing more than a beach. And no wise man builds his house on a beach, because it will be moved. It will be altered. So this is weak men. Weak men fall to the emotional responses of women. Understand me, man, what I'm saying. So when you go into land, away from the beaches, it's structured. No rain is going to move land. Land is going to stay put. So when you see where beaches come into contact, what beaches are is where the water comes into contact with the land. This is movable land. This is men who are moved by women's emotions. A man carries an XY chromosome. Women carry an XX chromosome. So there we have 3/4, or approximately 70% of feminine energy, emotion, motion, and all of these things. So this is why I'm saying, because the land meets the water, that land that can be altered, moved, the ebb and the flow of the tides create hey, in Florida they say that the beaches, they come and add sand to them because the water takes it away and it gets closer and closer, and they got to add sand to create that beach to make sure that this water does not go up onto land and to start to disturb the land. So when we're talking about a commoner as a man, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about men who are moved by women, who are taught by women, who are educated by women. The men or land that meets the women. You're a commoner. Now, if you are not a commoner, then you have the role of a warrior or a wise man. Now, a lot of times you'll hear people talking about the right way to do this, the right way to do that, as if there is one way. We have this veganism, this idea of eating to prolong your physical life. This is a diet that will most likely be taken up by what some will refer to as a wise man. As a warrior, a vegan diet is ignorant. Ruben said, what about both? Oh, we're going to touch on that. We're going to touch on that. Lowe said, across culture, question mark, year of the dragon. Inside the ocean, the bottom of the ocean is Okokun Min, aspect of water. The top of the ocean is Yemiya, the river and lakes, ocean. Interesting. But that kind of supports what we're talking about, right? The deep, dense, pressurized depth of the water, masculine, deep, dense, dark, and mysterious dark matter. Right, because those of the men have been buried under the water. Keep in mind what we're talking about. So when we're talking about diet, and people are talking about, oh, if you want to, and I had this conversation with somebody the other day, and they were talking about somebody teaching them something, but doing something other than. And I'm like, what does that have to do with the teachings that you're receiving? This is a woman's viewpoint. It's a feminine viewpoint. It is a, okay, woman, feminine, whatever. This is a viewpoint that is carried by that existence. As a warrior, your diet will be based in your mission, your job. As a warrior, what's the root word to warrior? War. Those who respond to threat, violence, wars, rumors of wars. The protectors. A vegan diet is the dumbest shit that a warrior. Now, let me just be clear. This is me speaking right now. This quote that I'm putting out here right now, this is me speaking. A vegan diet is the dumbest shit that a warrior could take up. We need to understand the way that the body works, the mind works, proteins, peptides, hormones. Hormones are signals that are sent. If you are let me tell you like this. As a warrior, I can walk through my community at a peaceful state. And I can eat of the fruits and the vegetables and those things that keep me going, give me energy, right? The minute that I'm understanding that the presence of war, or what we call beef in our community, the minute that I have an understanding that that's coming, I go home and I eat beef. Eat a steak, some ground beef. And let me be clear, like at this point in time, we have halal meat in her. We have kosher meat. We have animals that have been blindfolded and prayed over so that they do not see the atrocity of death coming to them. So some wise men, when they eat meat or beef, they will utilize the halal meat, the kosher meat, the prayed over. As a warrior, I don't want that. When I say, oh, I got some beef coming, oh, it's about to be some battles, it's about to be a war, I'm about to have to punch somebody in their face. When I go get a steak, I don't want a halal steak. I want a cow who has stood in line and watched 50 to 100 of its associates, its brothers, its fathers, its right, be slaughtered in front of their faces. Then when it comes to them, they're walking there alive and a hook is placed into their foot and they're hung upside down. And then they slit it from motherfucking crouch to motherfucking throat. And then slit the throat and all of the intestines fall in front of this animal while it's still alive, screaming in agony and pain. That is the cow that I want. That one. Ground that motherfucker up, cut off a piece of its ass and put it on the plate so that I may utilize the spirit, the anger, the fear that is in this animal for my own inspiration and motivation. See, this is the type of shit ain't no woman finna fucking teach you. And when you eat that meat, that's what you feel. You feel a sense of anger and pain and frustration. Like, what the fuck? Why would you? So the minute you are released into the presence of your enemy, your response is immaculate. It's inspired. It's motivated by death. By death. You know what motivation of death brings about? Life. The preservation of life. I will not fail. I feel what failure brings. Death. No. That is what I want to eat as a warrior. A warrior, his diet is based in keeping him who he is. A wise man, his diet is based on keeping him here. A warrior understands his mission, and his mission ends with him and the ending of his life. A wise man understands his mission, and his mission is the preservation of his life so that the wisdom can be passed on to the people in the community. Somebody asked me, what about both? Can you be a wise man and a warrior? Yes, you can. Can you fulfill the roles of a wise man and a warrior simultaneously? No, you cannot. I myself have had this, like, not even a battle, but a challenge of mentally, like, I'm a wise man, but I'm also a warrior. Okay, well, which role are you going to fulfill? Can you be both? Yes, you can. But which role is more important to you? Because as a wise man, battling and offering yourself to death is going to be a disservice to you being a wise man. And as a warrior, the idea of prolonging my life as long as I can is a disservice to you as a warrior. Okay? So do you want to protect and die for the preservation of your people? Or do you want to protect yourself so that you can be here to educate these people? These are two different roles. These are two different roles. Warrior priests. That's the title. That's that. What is a priest? Are you a warrior or a wise man? Right? And you can be both, but what is the role you pick? This is what we're talking about here. This is the foundation of a man saying, who will I be to my people? Now, hopefully you can start seeing where if you neither one of these, you're a commoner. You're a commoner. You're not here to educate people and, you know what I'm saying, see that the preservation of your culture, your tribe, your village. This is the wise man. The warrior is the protector of the lands, of the women, of the children. Okay? So when we're listening to these ideologies of, oh, this is how we should eat, that's for the commoners and the women. That's for them. That's not for men who have taken up either one of these ideologies. When you pick which one of these paths that you're going to dedicate yourself to, that's where you pick your diet. This is how you pick your expressions, your sexuality, your relationship type, the quality of relationship. If you are a warrior, there's not saying you can't be in a relationship with a woman. But what it is saying that if the woman says to you, well, don't you love me? Then you wouldn't, anything she says after that, if you're listening to that shit, you lose your ranks as a warrior. Baby, don't go. You might get killed. Like, of course I might get killed. That's my job. See, that's why we started off with the not being swayed by the emotions. As a warrior, you need a woman who accepts your path. You need a woman who is as prideful in your position as you are. Warriors, they're prideful. They have pride in the sense that I am here to lay down my life. I'm okay with dying for this cause, dying for this mission, dying for this leader, dying for this society. So a woman altering that decision based off her emotions, he's not set to be a warrior. It's honor in it. That's correct, Los. Right? As a wise man, as a man of counsel, as a man of teaching, as a man of principle, the ideology of prolonging my life makes sense. I've never heard of a wise man who was a coward. You can't call a wise man a coward. The only person who can be called a coward is a warrior who does not stand fast in that choosing. Now you're a coward. Just the same way as to show mercy, you have to have a sense of power. A weak motherfucker can't show mercy. I would whoop your ass, but I'm gonna have mercy on you. I'm gonna have mercy on you. Fuck out of here. To have and show mercy, you first have to have the power to destroy the motherfucker you're looking at. And then you make a decision in yourself. I have mercy on you today. Go ahead, man, run. Get out of my face. If I see you in the next 60 seconds, I'm taking your life. That's mercy. Just like to have courage, you first have to have fear. No, I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't scared of nothing. Well, then you're not courageous. This is a bullshit idea. Oh, you scared? Shut your stupid ass up. You fake. And if you're not scared, then you're just foolish. But if you're scared and you move on in the face of fear, then there is courage within you. And you have the makings of a warrior. If when you get scared, you don't move on in the face of fear, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not a coward as long as you never claimed the warrior's path. You might be a wise man. So when you see these movies and depictions of the wise men, the men of the council, the men of the seat, and then war comes and a warrior walks into the room, he gets up and he runs off. He's not a coward. He's a wise man. Oh, this motherfucker's gonna kill me. I need to run. Do we call animals cowards when the zebra's running from the lion? Oh, look at this coward ass zebra. No, I think this is a wise zebra. But when you see animals where a predator shows up and attacks, and that animal actually fights back, fights off this predator, and then runs off, that was a warrior. And they made the decision to be that. As men, we need to base our understanding of who we are off our decisions. And those decisions might be made off of our natural inclinations. Me personally, running from fear does not sit right with me. I should always have like, nah. I'm what you might call an ignorant motherfucker. This is what I mean when I say I'm really retarded. I've had beef with individuals that, quote unquote, have power over me, have more training over me, have weapons, have homeboys, have backing, have, and it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you and 4 motherfuckers who look like you. My resume is long. This is understood. This is a warrior. I'm not worried about losing my life right now or at any other point in time. Can you be both? Yes, I'm a wise man. I'm also a warrior. The path that I chose is of a warrior, which is why people be like, oh, you a medicine man, you a shaman, you this, you that. Why you talk like that? Because I don't give a fuck about the consequences that come. I'm going to stand firm in what I know to be right, in what I know to be integrity, in what I know to be the basis for the things that I'm presenting. They say it's better to be a warrior in the garden than a gardener in war. I happen to be a gardener and a warrior, and I find myself comfortable in either one of them. So with that being said, to those who ask, what about both? You can be both. I am a very wise man, but I walk in the path of a warrior. When I'm not being utilized as a warrior, I offer my teachings as a wise man, but I don't sit on that seat with the counsel of those who would run if a warrior was to walk in the room. I stand in front of these tables and speak my truth. I stand in front of the council of wise men and speak wisdom. The Woman King. I loved that movie. It was dope. It was dope. And you've seen where she presented herself as a warrior. Even when they tried to utilize her as a wise woman, she did not sit at that table. She stood in front of them, weapon in hand, delivering the message as a warrior. This is what I do. I will produce and give wisdoms while I'm standing firm on my square as a warrior. So you can be both, but you have to make a decision of where you will not move from. You can move me out of my position as a wise man. You cannot remove me out of my position as a warrior. You can only lay me down to death. And as a warrior, it is a righteous thing. In America, over the last 30 to 40 years, we have fallen into, no, we didn't fall into. There has been continued atrocities that have been introduced to us as a people. And it's been a storyline. And most recently, the storyline coming out of slavery and Jim Crow and the 70s and 80s, this changing from being fearful and laying down, and now we're standing up. And so now we are being destroyed from the family perspective. We can't enslave these people, so let's fuck up their teachings as a people. How do we fuck up their teachings? Well, we have to take away this warrior and wise man mindset from the men. We have to turn the men into women and common folk. How do we do that? Get the man out of the fucking house. Stop them from being able to pass down the shit that I'm saying right now. Have young men looking up to their mothers as the wise ones, the ones who they go to for counsel, the ones they go to for advice. Because if the women are advising the men, they can be nothing more than commoners. They will never be wise men or warriors. So the separation, how are we going to separate? I'll tell you how. Give the women everything they fucking want. What? Yes. Don't worry about us giving to the black people. Understand, this is the long game. Don't they want the men to provide and protect? So we will erase the men by providing and protecting for them. They will have no need for their men in their community, and then they will teach the boys to be feminine or to be commoners. Wick, women, infant, and children. Welfare. Welfare. Give the woman a place to stay. Give them Section 8. Put about $300-$400 into their account and give them food stamps. Feed them. But let them know that as long as we are providing you with these things, do not take those men into your home. Then, any women that have babies with these men, when they separate from them, we'll tell them that if the men are not providing for them, we will jail them. We will punish them. So now, not only are they taking the men out of the home, but they're actually taking them out of the community. And we'll use the women to point out where those men are. When I was in the military, I got stationed in Fort Riley, Kansas. And the city outside of the post was called Junction City. There was a projects in Junction City that is called Calhoun, the Calhoun housing, what they call them, housing communities or some shit like that. Me being a very promiscuous young man, a warrior, so when I have the opportunity to enjoy the luxuries of life, which women are, I overdid it. I love women. Y'all can go drink and smoke and all that. I want to have sex with women. And so this project was called Calhoun. They had like about 15 buildings in this project, and each building housed about 8 to 10 apartments. I had a woman in approximately 6 of those buildings. It was very known, just like now. I wasn't polygynous then. I was just a whore. Okay, I was promiscuous, as they called it. So I had a woman in each one of about 6 of those buildings. Like each one, like yo, that's my shorty. That's my shorty. Like, and they knew. All of them, they knew. They would come to each other's house. 7 over here. Well, they didn't call me 7. They call me Perrier. Perrier over here. If you see him, tell him. Right, you know. So I'm over there. This is 18 years old. This is 18 years old. So I'm over here chilling with my little chick or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo. And she tells me, hey, I just gotta let you know, you left a couple of your things here the last time you was here. You gotta take that shit with you. What you fucking mean I gotta take it with me? Why? Fuck, what you worried about it for? What, another dude gonna see my shit? She said, no. The housing community, they do monthly walkthroughs. What do you mean? Well, they like walk through our house to make sure that there's nothing that belongs to a man here. Wait, what? What? Shut up. I'm literally thinking this bro lying to me. Man, shut your stupid ass up. If you fucking with another dude, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 100. No, babe, I'm telling you, we got inspection. And they gonna come through. So I'm like, all right, bet. Don't worry about it. I get my shit. I took my shit, went to the car. Fuck her. I went over to another chicken, around the corner, same, different building, same projects. So I go in there and I'm laid up with chick. I'm like, man, what the fuck wrong with you? She asking me, what the fuck wrong with you? So she know who I'm talking about. She pissed me the fuck off. Why? What she do? Gonna tell me let me tell you something. She gonna tell me take my shit because they gonna do a fucking inspection to see if any shit that belong to a man is here. And she was like, no, that's not a lie, baby. It's true. That's why I don't let you leave your shit here. I said, wait a minute, what? So I started talking to all my women in the projects. No, they all let me know. Yeah, what? No, they see shit belonging to a man here. We get 2 fucking warnings. After that, they'll put us out. That's when I started to realize that's why all of these buildings only have women with children in them. It was like, as an individual looking to fuck some women, this was a fucking gold mine. I've never had a man come out with his, hey man, what the fuck you do? And I didn't know at the time, and I started to realize, oh shit, for real? So that took me into investigating further. And I started to realize this is not uncommon. When you're on welfare, you can't have a man. So this is one of those things that kind of made reality in the life that I'm living match up to things that some of the wise OGs in the hood used to tell me. Like, man, the government has made it too. I used to be like I told y'all the other day on my shit, I used to dog men. Like, nah, you trying to avoid you not a good man and you ain't, shut the fuck up. I realized that, no, this is a ploy. When men was telling me, man, the government and the man took me out of my home, took my woman, I'm like, man, y'all sound silly as fuck. How the fuck the Oh, no, this is true. After slavery, the ability to find jobs to be able to take care of your family was a challenge to Black men. You out here trying to get a job and everybody who owns all the businesses are white. If I do hire you, I'm hiring you for pennies, nigga. If I give you a fucking job. So the ideology of a man being able to take care of his home truly was something that was a challenge and next to near as impossible, in which they started supplying the women with food, clothing, shelter. Oh, protection? Call 911. We'll love to lock this motherfucker up. So this was a purposeful thing. This was an idea from a government of white people to stop the power and the strength within the Black community, within the Black homes, within the Black existence. This is where they removed the warriors and the wise men, because now all of the boys are being raised by women. And as they're being raised by women, they are being miseducated by women. This is why we have a society of commoners. Most men are commoners. In the time of strength, in the time of, what would you call that? In the time of us being at our height, a man being a commoner was very, very, that was like maybe 20% of men. Most of them was warriors, and then quite a few of them that had the intellectual capacity held the place of wise men. So to be a commoner in a community, it was very few men. And even women knew that they're not really worth or valuable to us. They would utilize them until or unless they could get their hands on a warrior or a wise man. But over the last, as I said, 30 to 40 years in America, this has been demolished, diminished. And so we have the majority of men in our community now listening to women. My mother said, my mama, and my mama. You weak motherfucker. You weak motherfuckers. Listen, fellas, like I told the ladies at the beginning, I don't give a fuck about your emotional responses to this. So, fellas, understand, if you have emotional responses to this, I'm talking to you like I'm talking to ladies, because you're a fucking commoner. Do y'all know that white women are referred to as what is this? We as black people in America, we are called what is that word? Oh my goodness. Minorities. We're referred to as minorities. White women are referred to as minorities. Do y'all know that? We're speaking on commoners. From what I understand, they were meant to be transitional living from rural areas to the industrialized city state. So separating the men out of the home gave America the ability to place the woman in charge of educating the young boys. And women have placed emotional thinking, emotional responses, and emotional reactions as the basis for men's responses and acts. This is why men is out here beating women's ass. This is why men are out here doing all of this other than self shit. This is not something, as a warrior, what the fuck I look like beating on a woman? I need a motherfucker that'll stand in front of me. Me personally, I used to like fighting motherfuckers who was bigger than me. If you was my size or smaller, I would tell you before we got started, my man, I ain't even trying to do this with you, man. Come on, man. Like, go on, bro. This ain't even that deep, bro. I don't want to fucking, man, because I already know I'm about to mangle your ass. And I don't want to do that shit because there's no fucking honor in it. When I first got to Fort Riley, like my military buddies are on my page, and sometimes we talk back and forth and share stories. And when I first got to Fort Riley, the first fucking night that I got there, I got my room and, I'm settling in and everything. And my father told me as a youth, if you ever go to prison or the military, the first motherfucker that try you beat that motherfucker senseless. You make an example of him to explain to everybody else who the fuck you are. So when I got to Fort Riley, I'm settling in, and the room across the hall was like loud and boisterous. So I opened my door like, damn, fuck they got going on over there. And I walked over there and knocked on the door. Yeah, what the fuck y'all out here doing? And it was two white dudes, Christopher Tyler and Johnson, Johansson. Fuck it, it don't matter. He actually ended up being the baby father of my best homegirl friend. But that's neither here nor there. Y'all don't know the people, so it don't fucking matter. But they were watching basketball, and it was Duke playing Michigan or Michigan State or some shit. I don't follow sports, y'all, just to be clear. So they was over here like, yeah, woo, woo, woo. Yeah, man, oh shit. And they're cheering about the ball game. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't watch sports, but fucking, I'm here. I'm in the Army. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck going on, find some people to talk to. So they like, yeah, man, this game is fucking crazy. Oh shit, yeah, woo, woo, woo. Yeah, man, it's Duke versus Michigan, man. Oh shit, man, Duke, who you going for? I'm like, I'm from Detroit, baby. Michigan all the way. Oh man, fuck Michigan, man, fuck Duke. We going back and forth. All right, man, fuck that. Woo, woo, woo. All of a sudden, down the hall, somebody came out and was like, y'all shut the fuck up. And so I got up and went to the hallway, and the dudes was in the room like, hey man, be cool, quiet down, man, just chill. I was like, chill? Man, fuck him. And so I came in the hall, I was like, hey man, fuck you. So he comes into the hall. Big cocky son of a bitch. What, motherfucker? I said, what? Fuck you, motherfucker. What you supposed to shut the fuck up? Fuck you look like? Who the fuck you supposed to be? Man, suck a dick. Man, who the fuck are you? No, who the fuck is you? At this point, the two white dudes come out and they start grabbing me. Hey, man, chill, man. Shut the fuck up. Chill, man. Nah, man, fuck that. Fuck him. He said, man, y'all better get this motherfucker, man. I don't know who the fuck he even is. Man, it's the new guy. We got him. We got him. He goes back into the room. They like, man, chill, bro, chill. I'm like, fuck you mean chill? You don't know who that is? No, I don't know. Motherfucker, I knew. You think I know who that is? Man, that's Tate. That's Johnny Tate. I don't give a fuck. I'm Perrier. Bro, that's the strongest motherfucker on post. What? Like, no, like legit. He like, you know, we be having the competitions. He the strongest motherfucker on post, bro. Like that motherfucker be lifting like do. He do. Oh, hell yeah. This is exactly who the fuck I need to show who the fuck I am. Now it's like, oh, I want that motherfucker. So the next day, go to formation. We all standing in formation. I look down formation. He's my motherfucking squad leader. This is Sergeant Tate. Ah, fuck. So we in formation. He see me looking down. He looking at me like, We have formation. Afterwards, he comes and he's like, yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? You that dude that was there last night. Like, yeah. You know who I am now? I'm like, yeah, I know who you are. So what? Fuck you. You tell me to shut the fuck up again. Now I'm like, and he looking at me like, bro, what the fuck wrong with you? Like, if you think you about to punk somebody, man, fuck you. I'm not the one. He's like, all right, man. Just go on, man. He's seen this is a little hot-head motherfucker. We ended up being cool. But my point of that is that warriorhood within me was live. It was like, man, fuck that. Like, I don't want somebody smaller than me. If I'm going to fight, if I'm going to beat somebody up, somebody bigger than me, oh man, I'm going to get props. Like, damn. So everybody that I ever got into it with, they was either known on some bully shit, had nice hands. There's no the only weak motherfucker I ever fought was because the motherfucker tried me. Like, dog, if you swing on me, I'll fuck you up. So I had a couple weak motherfuckers I scraped up, but never by me. Me on some aggressive shit, it was always a motherfucker who was bigger, tougher, had it, you know, whatever. So that's what I'm saying about, like, so the idea of me hitting a woman, warriors don't hit women. Any man out here whooping on a woman is a bitch. You're not a warrior and you're not a wise man. You're a commoner. And it bothers you that you're a commoner, so you want to build some type of self-esteem and self-worth within you. And so you do it by whooping on a woman. Yeah, bitch, yeah, put you in your place because I'm who I am. This is not a warrior mindset. So understand, in this community where we have these men whooping on women, it's because they were raised by women. Women growing up, I got a son, so I got to teach him how to be tough. Shut up, what I tell you. Shut up, what I tell you. This little boy growing up, like, all right, bet. Next time, bitch, put her hands on me. When I get big enough, I'm going to fight back. I'm going to protect myself. Women, if you are listening, stop with this ignorance. Stop beating the shit out of your sons. Stop trying to teach him how to be. You're not a man. And if you think that's what you're doing, you're teaching him how to see the woman as somebody that we do physical combat with. Men pop motherfucking boys in the mouth. Men blow that little motherfucker's chest out. Men show little boys, I am who you have to answer to. The miseducation from women have created abusive men in our communities. And let me be clear. And if women are listening, this might trigger them. A man beating a woman, abusing a woman is not the same thing as a man who has used physical force to check a woman. Whoa. This shit getting controversial now. So are you saying it's okay for a man to slap a woman to check her? Let me first be clear by saying I have never in my life slapped a woman. I've never in my life punched a woman. I hit one with a broomstick once. Boy, fucked her ass up on some real swift type of, like, if that was a sword, you would have lost your life. But she was coming at me with a knife. I'm not like, and once knock that knife out of, bow, hit her in the head, caught that, bow, knock that knife out, bow, hit her in the arm, and she got the backing up. I put the broom down. Fuck is wrong with you? Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, you're not finna take my life, right? So that was the only time that I physically struck a woman, but I didn't even use my physical. I used a broom. Pop, pop, pop. She had a weapon. Fuck that. Hey, you got a weapon. We on even ground. You got a knife, shorty? If I had no broomstick, I'd have punched her in the face. Bow! Fuck wrong with you? How long? Fuck wrong with you? Put that knife down, shorty. I don't do that. But I'm a warrior. You're not finna take my life easily. So that's the only time that I've ever had a striking incident with a woman. Well, outside of a woman who was a warrior. That's another story. I maybe tell you about that later, okay? Because I've literally fought a woman like I fight men, like fought. Mutual combat. Yes, okay, Lowe's ass. Look up the name Willie Adams. You'll see who he is. This is the Black Bruce Lee. This is one of the highest ranking dons in the world. Like, Willie Adams is that dude when it comes to that shit, right? And I didn't know it at the time, but I was dating his daughter. I was dating his daughter, and you know, I'm a very honest person. So I always say I don't say shit to my children or my women that I won't do. So when I threaten them, if I say I don't say I'll knock your head off your shoulders, boy. I ain't gonna tell my son that. But I'll tell him, man, I'll thump you in your motherfucking mouth so hard your lip will bleed. Fuck is wrong with you? So if he say or do whatever the fuck he just said, I'm gonna pop it. Bow! Pop him in. I got that pop, boy. I'm trying to get that bitch to split right here, a little blood come out. I'm a man of my word. So if I threaten you, I want you to understand, like, he ain't threatening you. He's telling you. So this is my woman at the time. We in the kitchen. She kept doing something. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember. But I was cooking a pot of ramen noodles. I'm in the kitchen. I'm cooking a pot of ramen noodles. And I was like, yo, stop doing that shit. Like, I said stop like 3 fucking times. Why are you trying to annoy me? Stop. She did it again. I said, yo, I swear, if you do that shit again, I'm going to throw this fucking pot of noodles on your ass. What she do? She did it again. This is a boiling pot of ramen noodles. Soon as she did it again, I grabbed it and I threw that motherfucker. The noodles said, and she said, bow, and raised up and kicked me in my face. She literally, motherfucking Matrix, dodged the whole fucking pot. The liquid, the noodles, she dodged that shit on some Matrix shit. That shit flew over her head and she went back. And as she went back, her foot came up and kicked me dead in my face. Now, let me be clear, as a warrior, anytime you feel you automatically come back with like ain't no, oh shit, what happened? No, you're coming back with your stance. So once she kicked me, I'm like, what the? And I just, it was nature to go into my motherfucking stance. And when I did, she was in hers and swung at me. And I'm like, oh, bow. Yeah, I threw it back. Fuck that. Oh, you want it. And let me tell y'all something. Man, when I tell y'all that this motherfucker was blocking, kicking, punching, we fought around the house for about 5 minutes. And I don't know how many of y'all been in fights, but most fights last about 30 seconds. We fought. It was like a martial art move. We fought through the kitchen, through the living room. We going up, she going up the stairs. I'm trying, like literally, like, and I'm like, oh shit, listen, I'm gonna keep it 100. On some hand shit, going back, bah, 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 bah. Like she was standing right there with me. Everything I threw, she threw it back. Bah, bah. Like she fought better than 70 to 80% of the men I served with in the Army and fought with in the Army. No lie. My woman would beat the shit out of 8 out of 10 of my homeboys. I had one of the, me, Dante Kinsey. Dante Kinsey and me, I think, had the nicest hands in the company. Kinsey's had nicer hands, okay? Don't tell nobody though. But I'm just saying all this to say that this woman was a warrior. And so getting her to submit through fighting was not going to work. So I just grabbed her. I had to use actual man strength to stop her. I got my arms around her arms and my legs locked around her legs. I had to motherfucker put her like in a submission hold, like fuck. and I'm winded. I'm holding her because I don't want to fight no more. Bitch, damn, you ain't tired yet? Yeah. And I'm holding her and I'm squeezing her. What the fuck? Where did you learn to fight like that? And she said, I told you who my daddy is, motherfucker. And I was like, what? And I went in the basement because I was so turned on. I was trying to fuck after that. She was, get the fuck off of me. You gonna throw some fucking noodles on me, you bastard. Get the fuck up. So she was a little mad. So she wouldn't give me no pussy. So I went to the basement like, Willie Adams, who the fuck is this dude? And then I was like, oh. And let me tell you, shout out to Kabir, because that's her name. Kabir and her sister, like, they was the type where, like, if a dude would say some shit to them, they'd attack, nigga, fuck you. Woo-woo. They would talk shit. Like, on some, like, do something then. So that if motherfuckers, they would have the opportunity to beat the shit out of these motherfuckers. And that was nice. They were nice. So that was, so when I say I ain't never struck no woman, but it was mutual combat. It wasn't like, bitch, shut up. You know what I'm saying? No. No. This was more like, if I don't fight, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a kung fu movie like that. The premise is a Japanese woman married a Chinese man. You got to see it. Yo, I would like to. But so with that being said, I can't say I've never hit a woman, kicked a woman, kneed a woman. Like, I was trying everything, elbows, knees, kicks. Like, she was nice. She was, yeah, Grandmaster Adams, you know, yeah, fucking right, all right? So that's the other time. But, so I said I would share those are the two times where I've had, you know, but I'm saying all that to say true warriors are not hitting women. They're not, unless the woman is a warrior. Then it's kind of like honorable. Like, I feel like to hold myself, like, listen to what I'm saying to y'all. To be able to do what I did with that woman is an honor. Like, I didn't know who her father was or who she was. And after finding out, it was a prideful thing that I could say, yo, I had combat with that chick and did not fail. I didn't win either. I literally had to grab a hold of her to submit her, like, to get her to submit, like, but I could not, like, if we would have continued on the combat, by the looks of it, like, cause she wasn't breathing as hard as I was. You know, I smoked 20 blunts a day, but I'm tired. She like, yeah, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so it was an honor, like, yo, like, especially at that time. I wasn't even as trained then as I am now. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, that probably was what made me say, yo, I need to get back into training because that was too fucking close. Okay? That was too close. I ain't wore an ass whooping since I was 12. And if I'm going to be 30 and wearing an ass whooping, it cannot be from a woman. This is not going to be good for my record. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to Kabira. Shout out to Grandmaster Adams. That was some dope shit. But ain't no real men beating on no women. Now, going back to, because that started with me saying, a man beating on a woman and a man striking a woman to check her is not the same. I'm not going to say if a man checked his woman by slapping her, that he's a coward or he's a bitch. No. Let me be clear. For me, and this is how I communicate with my women. If you will say to our child, I'm your motherfucking parent. I take care of you. I motherfucking provide for you. And you will not open your mouth to motherfucking disrespect me. And you will slap that child or you will beat upon that child for disrespecting you as who you are. You damn sure better not speak on no man who slaps you to check you. How the fuck is it that you deserve more respect than a child? So to the individuals who feel like it's okay to use physical abuse to check your children, if you're a woman and you think it's okay to beat the what happened? What you do? Cause he gonna say that child disrespected me. That child did what I told him not to do. Listen to what I'm saying. Think about it. This child disrespected me. He was disobedient. He did what I told him not to do. I asked him to do something, he ain't do it quick enough, so I slapped him, so I whooped his ass, well, okay, cool. Well, as a man, I am your provider. I am your protector. I am, in my home, I'm the leader. I don't give a fuck. Any woman, I ain't no man finna, then you're not my woman. Get the fuck on. Especially with today's, I'm not going 50-50 with no man. If a man don't understand who I am and the value of me, then he don't. Okay, well, listen, fellas, if your woman say that shit and she disrespects you and you slap her to check her, I ain't got nothing to say about it. If that woman physically abuses your children because of disrespect, because of not listening, then how is it that you are not bound by the same conditions, requirements, or punishments? The idea of a man slapping a woman being a bitch was created by a woman to avoid accountability. Am I saying that women should be slapped, beat, and abused by men if they don't listen? No, I'm not. I'm saying that it's up to the woman to decide what is the proper punishment for being out of pocket. Men, you hearing me? Like I said, this ain't for the ladies. Ladies ain't gonna like that shit. Well, I don't give a fuck. You beat that man. I remember one day watching the mother of my children mad because my daughter said something and she beat my daughter so bad that I was hurt and upset. Now, let me be clear that this child wasn't physically mine. She has another father that she don't see. But it bothered me. And so later on, something was going on and I told her to do something and she came back with like a smart ass remark that was real disrespectful. And I thought about when you was just beating our child, talking about you're not gonna disrespect me and this is what you'll get and you gonna learn. So I left and went upstairs. She was in the kitchen washing dishes. And I came back downstairs and I had a belt and I folded it. I said, wow, and slapped that motherfucker across her ass with the force of God. She dropped the dishes and jumped and turned around, and I'm talking about that shit hurt. You could see like the tears in her eyes, like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do that? Why would you, what the fuck? And I was like, what you mean, why would I do that? Don't fucking disrespect me. So you're gonna hit me? Did you just not beat the shit out of our daughter 4 or 5 hours ago for disrespecting you? What makes you think that you are not bound to the same consequences that you put upon a fucking child? Let the woman choose how we will. Listen, the streets belong to the man. The home belongs to the woman. I run the streets. My woman runs the house. So in the house, you get to decide on how we conduct ourselves. So if you think that beating our children when they are disrespectful or out of pocket is okay, you can't say shit to me if you get out of pocket with me. Ain't no woman finna teach y'all this. A woman will tell you, I can beat my kids, but a man is never supposed to put his hands on a woman. This is, again, that emotion. This is that water. This is that energy. This is the oceans. And when they come upon the tides and the beaches, they move that weak land. That's weak land. So if a woman convinces you of this and she moves you, you are a beach. You are a commoner, not a bitch, a beach. You're land that can be swayed and moved and altered by the emotions or the oceans of women. Stand firm in your teachings. So you should be teaching that woman, don't fucking beat our children. You are raising them with the understanding and the acceptance of, if I'm out of pocket, somebody's gonna put their hands on me. So then when they get older, now this little boy is like, oh shit, this bitch out of pocket. What I told you to do. This is where it comes from. How do you teach children through physical abuse to not be physically abusive? It's retarded. So, no, I'm not condoning abuse. Abuse? That's like saying if you whipped your child, you're abusive. Mothers, oh, you're an abusive. I'm not abusive. I'm correcting my child. I'm leading my child. I'm teaching my, okay, well, that man ain't abusive. If a man beats the bitch, I told you, yeah, you a bitch ass nigga. But if a man is trying to lead you, is trying to correct you, is trying, yo, fuck you, you stupid ass nigga. Watch your motherfucking mouth talking to me. Don't you disrespect me like that. How the fuck is it that he wrong, but you not for doing that to children? You're a fucking adult. You know the consequences. You know the repercussions. This is a child. We are teaching them. So I'm not saying abusing a woman, excuse me, I'm not saying that striking a woman for correction is wrong. But I'm not saying it's right either. I'm saying that it's up to that woman. And all things being equal. All things being equal. What the fuck? Because when I'm in the streets, the men run the streets, the women run the home. If I violate in the streets, somebody's liable to put hands on me. If I violate a law, the police, Boaz. Shout out to you, Los. The police is liable to whoop my ass before they throw me in the cage. Trust me, I've been there. Yeah, you guys. What? Fuck y'all motherfuckers. I'll give fucking. Bow! Bow! Shut up. Put the handcuffs on. Yeah, it happens. It happens. All things being equal, right? All things being equal. So, the ideology of a warrior and a wise man is totally different, but these are the two plateaus of a man. These are the two foundations of us in society. A woman cannot teach you to be a warrior, and a woman cannot teach you to be a wise man. The only thing a woman can teach you to be is a commoner, to be swayed by the opinions, the thoughts, and the feelings of a woman. You are no good to the powers that be. You are only good to be utilized by society as a commoner. Until we start to balance ourselves as a people. Because if you've paid attention, there's nothing that I'm saying that is belittling women. There's nothing that I'm saying that is putting them in their place. They have the decisions. There's nothing that I'm saying that is against a woman. I'm simply saying, men, stop fucking listening to fucking women tell you how to fucking be men. Stop bowing down to the shame. Listen, as boys, your mothers were shaming you. And this caused you to be swayed by their words, by their thoughts, by their feelings. A warrior about to go to war and his mother crying is not going to stop him from fucking going to war. A wise man laying down a law or a punishment. And then this woman comes and is like, no, but he didn't. And can we just, no, hell no. Because if I allow your emotions as a woman to sway me, then everybody will be able to move along with this energy, and it's not going to be accepted in our community. So now that the majority of women have miseducated the young boys, now they use this shame. Notice how when we scroll through social media and a man speaks on a principle, a man speaks on something being ignorant, oh, he must be gay. He must be sassy. He must be, listen, you must be stupid, bitch, to think that I'm about to bow down to your fucking shame. Go sit down and do some woman shit. Go teach the young girls how to be women. All these women right now are trying to talk about what the fuck a man is supposed to be and what he's supposed to do and how he's supposed to conduct himself. Who the fuck is teaching the woman? Who the fuck is teaching the girls? Nobody. Nobody. That's why we have an abundance of ignorance coming from the feminine community. Again, I don't give a fuck how y'all feel, because this ain't for women. So if you're listening, you should be honored to be in the midst of initiationary speakings. These are the things, everything that I'm saying on these videos today is for boys and men. Any women that's listening, if you listening, then take heed to this shit so you can say, damn, I have been fucking up. Let me stop miseducating my sons. Let me place these young boys amongst warriors and wise men. That's all the fuck you can do. You're not here to teach the boys. You're not here to lead them. You're not here to give them advice. Your advice to boys is detrimental to the survival of us as a people. Period. It's not what you're here for. Go talk to the girls. All of y'all, the good men, and the men is supposed to, and the men is supposed to, shut the fuck up. You don't even know what a man is. Do you have good men in your motherfucking circle? Do you? Because if you did, you would need to listen. Women who have men, real men in their environment, you never hear them telling men what they're supposed to be. You don't. They play their part as women. They place their sons amongst those men. They gonna teach you, not me. Any woman teaching boys is ignorant. Any woman trying to teach boys how to be men is ignorant. And today's society has all but confirmed that. You have had the control over boys over the last 40 years. And look at us. Nas X is accepted and celebrated. Masculine men such as myself are made to be, oh, he this and he that, and he's traumatizing, and that's because you're not fucking even supposed to be listening to what I'm saying. Take my protections, take my providence, and go live your fucking life. This shit is ignorant and it's stupid. You're right. We are right. This man versus women shit is ignorant. So let's stop it. It shouldn't be a versus. It should be men and women. And we come together for the common goal of whatever the fuck that goal is. It ain't men versus women. And at the same time, it ain't men teaching girls. And it ain't no goddamn girls and women teaching boys how to be men. The acceptance of homosexuality. Women will roll with homosexual men before they'll roll with one like me. Tell me I'm wrong. Stop me when I start telling lies. Please, anybody, stop me whenever you hear a lie come out of my motherfucking mouth. Just text it. Like, hold on, now you need to shut up because you're lying. Are homosexuals not more accepted in our community than masculine men? You got women walking around now talking about toxic masculinity. When I hear a woman say that, red flag, she needs to shut the fuck up. She need to be put in her place. Shut your stupid ass up. Stupid ass. Toxic masculinity. How the fuck can masculinity in a boy become toxic? You're stupid. The only person that would say that is a woman who don't understand what the fuck a man is. The things that you all call masculinity has nothing to do with being a man. Oh, toxic masculinity because he beat on her. Toxic masculinity because he raped her. How the fuck are you calling beating women, raping women, violating women? How are these things placed into, oh, this is masculinity? Because it's fucking women trying to teach about masculinity. They don't know shit about Take this dick and shut up. Take this money and shut up. Let me protect you and shut the fuck up. You don't know shit about masculinity. You don't know shit about, you don't even have a fucking Y chromosome. But I got an X chromosome. I got bitch in me. I got feminine in me. I have an X chromosome. I can create a little girl. Can you create a little boy? No. You cannot. So how the fuck can you teach him? How you gonna teach a boy to be a man and you don't even, have the existence of masculinity within you. Why do you think that homosexuality amongst women is celebrated, but amongst men is looked at as fucked up? Because y'all have XX chromosome. Of course you're gonna be, and not saying that all women are, but you're gonna find that more naturally in women than you would in men, even if we were raised what we might call correctly. What we might call. So this is the idea that I wanted to bring to us. As men, we need to take back control of our boys. We need to take back control of not just our boys, but ourselves. Social media has fucked up the world more than crack has. Social media has fucked up our community more than crack has. Yeah. You know why? Because at least crack was seen as destructive. Social media and the ignorance that is displayed is seen as acceptable. But that's because this is a society of men raised by women. It's acceptable. It's okay. Go ahead, be ignorant. Go ahead, be weak. Go ahead, be all of this shit. And then when the dudes grow up, then they want to sit around and, oh, I ain't no good, man. And men don't do shit, and men ain't shit, and men ain't. Who the fuck has been raising them? Who the fuck has been raising them? My mother was raising me and she was fucking up. I'm talking about fucking up. My mother is ignorant. My mother is stupid. My mother is a disgrace to motherhood. And when she sent me away to go live with my father, let me be clear that the way that my father raised me, I damn sure don't raise my sons like that. But I am so in appreciation for how he did. Because what happened was when I got to him at 11 years old, the foundation of this feminine shit, the shame that's passed down. Notice, that's your mama. You only got one. You supposed to respect your mama no matter what. Your mama always gonna be. How come you don't hear the same things about fathers? I'll wait. You never hear nobody say, you only got one father. Whatever he does, you need to accept him. Fathers out here molesting they fucking daughters, and you gonna tell them to accept them? No. But mothers doing fucked up, stupid, and the worst shit to their sons, and they still will say you're supposed to. No, you not. Nah. Bullshit. She deserves to be disrespected, checked, and put in her place, just like anybody else. Which is why I'm not having a good relationship with my mother. Like, we have attended to the separation and the traumas and all of this shit. We spoke about them. We've come together and we've spoken about and dealt with these things. And so now I can call her, but I just don't. There's nothing that I need from her. So it used to be like, man, fuck my mama. Now it's kind of like, no, we've reconciled. That's what I'm trying to say. We've reconciled, but I still know and understand that she is a detriment to us as a people. And so again, women are teaching men all out of pocket. Oh, you accept her from no matter what she said. When I seen that shit on the scroll, like, just scroll Facebook and look at the stupid shit that people say. And keep in mind that anything said about a mother, when you flip it, it should be said about a father. Anything said about boys, when you flip it, there should be the law, the Kabbalion, the universal principles, the law of gender, the law of opposites, the law of attraction, the law of, these are all laws. These are all laws. So if you say a man, then when you flip it, there's the same thing. There's this is what I'm talking about. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Commonly referred to as the yin and yang. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay? So If a motherfucker gonna say, it doesn't matter what your mother does, you're always supposed to accept her. Okay, cool. Well, then that's supposed to be the same thing as the father, right? Why is it that if a father is out of pocket, oh, he don't need to see his children until he learns to respect me? He don't need to see his children until he does right by me. He don't need to. Well, hold on, bitch. Until you do right by me, you don't need to see yours. Until you learn to respect me, you don't need to see yours. Until you bow down to my wishes, you don't need to see yours. See how stupid that sounds? I'm going to take my children from their mother, and I want all the women to tell them, well, if you want to see your children, you need to fight harder. If you really wanted to see them, then you would fight hard. See how stupid that shit sounds? Because it's stupid to say it to a man. But a lot of men don't realize it's because they was raised by their motherfucking mamas. So their mamas raised them saying the stupidest shit to them over their entire life, and they are accepting of these things. And they go on to practice these things and to say these things like some stupid motherfuckers. So I give thanks that I was separated from my mother, because that's what the fuck is supposed to happen. That's what rites of passage is about. Hold on, let's talk about a little science. Let's talk about a little science. Do I got anything to support what I'm fucking saying? When a child is born, it is pumping the blood of its mother up into the approximate age of 7 years old. How many of y'all knew that? Why the fuck you think the little boys that be 5 saying, you my mama, I want my mama, because you think you are your mama. At 7 years old, that boy starts to pump his own blood. Yeah. 7. Think about it. I don't go with my daddy. 7, 8 years old, 6, 7, 8 years old. Little boys let their mama leg go. Where's my daddy? Now it's time for you to be separated, just like you was separated from her at birth, and then you suckled on her breast, and then at a couple years of age, you were separated from that titty. This is a process of separating the man from the woman. I'm not going to take my children away from their mother at 1 year old. They need to be sucking that titty. I'm not going to take my children, my sons, away from their mother at 5 years old, because they still pumping the blood. It's like separating them from themselves. But at 7 years old, hold on, shut up, shorty. He's mine. At 7 years old, listen, shut the fuck up talking to my son. You're not supposed to be teaching or guiding my son. Once he reaches the age of 7, you are to shut the fuck up. Period. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. He's a boy, and it's time for the rites of passage and initiations to start. Look at the movie 300. Look at the movie 300. Pay attention. You know how much science is in that motherfucking movie? And you see when that little boy was taken out and sent into the fucking wilderness. My baby dog, my baby dog. Move, girl, move. Boy, get your ass out there. And you better fucking survive. But I'm scared. Oh, you gonna die. You gonna die. Oh, it's a wolf. You're gonna die. You acting like your mama. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's a wolf. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna come back wearing that motherfucker as a coat. This is how you prepare the boys to be able to care for them women. How the fuck do women instill in fear in them and then they think they're gonna protect them? You didn't taught them how to be fucking scared. You sit behind me and let me protect you. So how the fuck you gonna teach him to protect anything? Stop me when I start telling lies. This ain't no offense. This ain't no women need to. No, just go do what the fuck you do with the girls. Teach the girls about self-respect. Teach them about boundaries. Teach them how to communicate. Teach them how to motherfucking hold their emotions when they need to. Teach them about respect for self as well as others. Teach them about the roles that we each play so they can be recognizing, seeing, oh, that's who I'm supposed to be fucking with. You know why the majority of y'all as girls or women was violated, was motherfucking with baby dads who ain't do shit, with all these ain't shit ass, because your mothers didn't fucking prepare you how to fucking be women because they was too busy trying to teach the boys how to not be dominant figures within the community. And not by like in their mind, like, I'm gonna teach my sons wrong. No, no, no. They don't even fucking know that they have no business teaching these boys. They don't know it because there's no men out here like me telling them to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up talking about the boys. Shut the fuck up talking about the men. And shut the fuck up talking to me unless you're talking to me about what the fuck we need to be talking about. Am I wrong? Why? Because your feelings is hurt? Because your emotions? I'm not going to be swayed. I'm not a beach. This ain't no weak ass land that as soon as you just put some emotional shit on me, I'm going, okay, I'll give in. Okay, take my manhood, take my sand. Who the fuck is building on a beach? How many houses you see built on the fucking beach? No, they're built off of the beach. They're built by the water because some of us, such as myself, have an adornment and a love for water. But let's be clear, it's not going to move me as a man. It's who I'm supposed to be. Now, when it comes to a wise man, because we spoke a lot about warriors, what is the role of a wise man? To keep the teachings alive, to pass these things on, to usher in a community that's not, listen, how are we supposed to operate as a community? How are we supposed to conduct ourselves in ceremony? How are we supposed to prolong the existence of our culture? This is why wise men are for, to teach those things. The warriors are off protecting us. The wise men are educating us. Fellas, if you don't fall into one of these two categories, you're more of a commoner. You're there to be utilized by the woman. And if that's cool with you, that's cool. There ain't nothing wrong with a common man. You might not be wise enough to lead, and you might not be strong enough or have enough intestinal fortitude to be a warrior, to fight. I ain't gonna diss you, but know your part. Know your part. If you're a common man, you shut the fuck up too. You shut the fuck up just like the women do. When you are a young boy and you go through rites of passages and initiations and you do not pass them, you're not seen as a man. You'll forever be a boy. And this is known in the village. They'll let it be known, like, nah, that motherfucker didn't pass his, man, that motherfucker, nah, he's just a commoner. He ain't no wise man, he ain't even passed initiation. He didn't pass rites of passages. He's not a man. And so therefore, there's no women waiting to mate with you. So these teachings have been lost. So now what you have is women like giving pussy and love and cherishment to all these commoners and being like, why he ain't protecting me? Why he ain't providing for me? Why is he not holding down? Because he's not even supposed to. You're not even supposed to be fucking him. You was never supposed to even pay it. You were supposed to tell him, hey, you, come here. Put that shit up there for me. That's it. That's who the fuck you supposed to be telling something to. You ain't come to me as no fucking warrior or no wise man telling me you need to be. Shut the fuck up. You better go talk to them commoners. Shut the fuck up, ladies. Don't talk out of pocket to no fucking warrior. And don't talk out of pocket to no wise man. Go get you one of them commoners. If you one of them women in the community who did not pass the initiations and rites of passages as a woman because you cannot conduct yourself as that, that's who the fuck you supposed to be talking to. The U.S. has done a fucking job on us. And the majority of women out here and men are American-minded. You have let the teachings of the slave masters overpower you, and you walk with them and you practice them with a sense of pride. That shit don't fold shit over here. Shut the fuck up. In this society, just saying that to a woman, who the fuck you think he talking to? You're what? You're what? You're what? What are you? What you gonna do? Huh? You gonna shut the fuck up? Or you gonna talk that shit to somebody else? But you're not gonna move shit over here. And when we start to adopt these ideologies, there will be less disrespect. The disrespect comes from the ignorance. The disrespect comes from the education, the miseducation. The disrespect comes from the people not knowing who they are or their values or roles in this life. Not your feelings. Not your feelings. Your feelings is based off what you think and you feel should be. But you've been miseducated. You've been miseducated. So until we accept education, until we accept structure, this is all I'm fucking talking about, structure. Fellas, if you're trying to teach a young girl how to be a young lady, shut the fuck up. What is wrong with you? Even if you a commoner, don't listen, commoners, don't you fucking talk to our daughters. You ain't got no business talking to our fucking daughters. Flat the fuck out. Not teaching them how to be girls, talking to them. Shut the fuck up. You ain't passed your rites of passages. You ain't passed initiation. You're not a man. So you should not even be communicating with the fucking girls in our community. This is where all the fucking molestation is coming from. Because you all are bringing commoners into your fucking home. They're not even grown men. So the idea of receiving love, sex, and acceptance, they can't get it from a woman. Because women stand in their strength. And the boys, not the men, because you didn't finalize your rites of passages. So you're not a man, you're a boy. So to conduct yourself in a relationship with a woman is beyond your motherfucking capacity. And so they seek out the children. And you all bring them right into your motherfucking house and expose your fucking daughters and sons to these punk motherfuckers. To these motherfuckers who have never showed and proved to their society, to their village, or to their culture that they are upstanding men. See what I'm saying? These things were spoken about. These things were announced. You seen the men coming back. They left boys. They're coming back men. And they're announcing it. These are the men. These are the warriors. These are the wise men. Ladies, take your pick. Fellas, take your pick of the women, of the girls who passed their initiations and rites of passage. Ladies, if you ain't passed your initiations and rites of passage, ain't no fucking man about to come and get no goddamn cow for you. You're worthless. See, these types of terms, worthless. Nobody's worthless. Everybody's valuable. Who the fuck told you that? This ideology is what has created these environments for these atrocities to take place. No, the fuck everybody isn't valuable. No, the fuck everybody isn't worth. That's what rites of passage and initiations were about. Showing and proving your worth and your value. And if you don't, you're not. And you weren't ostracized. You weren't put out the community. Oh, you didn't rites passes. So go into the... No. It was just announce who you are. You will live your life as that. You're not going to get no woman. And if you do, it'll probably be one of the girls who didn't pass their rites of passage initiations. Hey, I'm a failure too. You too. Me too. Come on, baby. Let's get together and create failure children. And that's cool. It's a place. There's a place for everybody in the community. But everybody's not valuable. Fuck out of here. I'm much more valuable than a lot of men in my community. And the ideology of we shouldn't say shit like that is some of the stupid ass shit that has us where we're at now. Who the fuck said that? You show me in nature where there isn't a pecking order. I'll wait. No, I won't, because you're not going to find it. Queen bee, alpha male lion. Well, come on. You want to fight? Let's fight. Once I beat your ass, okay, I'm alpha. Still. Like, How is it that, oh, well, I'm an alpha too, it doesn't matter, we don't have to fight? What the fuck what are you talking about? Yeah, we do. I do. You might not, but I do, because I'm alpha. If a man says he alpha, it's a red flag. Shut up. Shut your stupid ass up. Shut up. I don't listen to women. I don't give a fuck. There's no shame that a woman can put on me because you want me to protect and provide for you. How the fuck are you going to teach me anything when you are dependent on your survival from me? And my value is dependent on fulfilling that role for you. Ladies, so this is what was channeled to me this morning. This is what came to me as man, I'm talking about, like, I microdose every day, and today it was like, what the fuck? Like, why are you dragging my ass? Okay, I'm clearly supposed to stop doing whatever the fuck I'm doing and thinking that is important and listen, and I'm obedient to spirit. And I shut the fuck up and I got in that water and I closed my eyes and I just let the water just go on me. It was like, what the fuck are you wanting me to understand? What is it that you want me to see? What is it? Okay, what? And all of this started to come to me. And I'm going to be honest. When it first came to me, I'm like, oh, I'm not finna take this shit to suck. Man. And then I was like, motherfucker, if you let goddamn the emotion of a woman sway you, this is proving the fucking point that we're talking about right now. Fuck that. It's not for y'all. It's initiations and rites of passage talk. This is for boys and men. Any woman that's listening, you should be honored to be allowed to hear this. But if you are hearing it, the best thing that you can do is to matter of fact, y'all share this video. Whoever's watching this shit, share this shit. If I have ever in my life wanted any video that I've done to go viral, this is the motherfucking one. Because I'm tired of the ignorance. And I'm tired of these masculine ass, ain't never went through no rites of passage or initiation ass women speaking as if they have some fucking sense. Shut up. You don't have no sense. Your mama ain't had no sense. Your grandma ain't had no motherfucking sense. And I don't give a fuck about how y'all feel about it, because all of them was motherfucking miseducated, violated. And those violations and those traumas caused them to try to set up a community in where they can feel safe. And this is what you all think y'all need to do to feel safe, is to belittle and to weaken the boys so they can't turn to men who will violate you. Never thinking we need to create warriors to fucking protect us. Because you ain't seen no warriors. You ain't had nobody to protect you. Every fucking thing that I said today, I want my daughters to understand that it's not their fucking place. This ain't just, oh, women on social media. No. If my daughter's watching this, every fucking thing that I just said to every other woman, you too. Shut the fuck up. And if you have a son, I'm gonna be talking about, oh, I can raise him to be a man. No, the fuck you can't. And don't look to dominate no man. Look for a man you can't dominate. But y'all don't get that shit though. And that's okay, because it's not my place to fucking teach them. It's the women. My women, this is the shit I'm telling them. Listen, and tell our fucking daughters. Teach our fucking daughters this shit. Everything outside of that is opinion. I was on the phone with the mother of my children the other day. Oh, look at your babies and shit. My babies got up in the motherfucking camera and shit, had a whole bunch of makeup on. I was like, you don't see them? They got their makeup on. I'm like, yeah, I see them. You ain't gonna say nothing? Yeah. Hey, baby. Oh, you look like a fucking clown. Oh. Why would you say that? We over here having fun with the makeup. You know they beautiful. Yeah, they are beautiful. They are beautiful. They are extremely beautiful until they put that makeup on. Now they look like fucking clowns. What the fuck is up with the makeup? What the fuck they need that for? Listen, if you want to play dress up and you want to wear all this silly shit, that's fine. But I'm not gonna teach I'm not gonna tell my daughters why they making a fucking wearing a face full of fucking paint and these stupid ass bat wings on their eyes and all this stupid shit. Oh, you're beautiful. Look at you. No. Oh, y'all playing dress up. Oh, you look silly as hell. Am I going to teach my daughter, don't wear makeup? No, I'm not here to teach my daughters. Ladies, teach your daughters whatever the fuck you want. But as a man, as their fathers, I'm going to respond the way I see it. That's some clown shit. Fuck you got that shit on your face for, baby? You so beautiful. Like you look like a mix of me and your mom, and now you look like RuPaul. The fuck is you doing? Take that shit off. That is the most unattractive shit to me. Like, I pick natural women. Women that show up in my presence with all that shit kicked up on their face, you're hiding something. I don't like that. So I'm not teaching my daughter shit. You can teach them what you want, but you're going to get responded to according to whatever the fuck, however you carry yourself. So I'm very clear to be like, oh, my daughter, oh, you so cute. No, I'm not finna do that shit. No, I'm gonna let you know as a man how I see that shit. As a man, if y'all wanted to wear that shit, that's cool. That's your choice. That's your freedom. We do this for us. Cool. As a man, like, I'm getting the fuck away from you. I want mine as natural as possible. Now, you want to shave some things, or you want to remove them, you want to alter and all, that's fine. Because that's what the fucking water does. There is no form to the ocean. Women can do what the fuck they want to do. They can move. They're swift and changeable in and out of all of these things. Wear makeup one day, be natural the next day, wear this the next day. But as men, we need to stand firm on our principles and be unmoved like land. A man wearing makeup is a beach to me. You know what I'm saying? It's a beach. Like, you're being moved to do the things that the water does. Move freely. And that's fine. But as a man, I stand firm in the teachings that I'm receiving. I stand firm in my integrity. I stand firm. Women can lie. Women can cheat, steal, do all of this shit because they have to survive. If they don't have a man to protect them, then these are some of the things. Women trick. They sell pussy. There's nothing. I don't got no judgment about them. Listen, I had women who have had trains ran on them. I've had women who have sold pussy. I've had women, all of these things that men out here, oh, women. Here you go, fellas. Shut the fuck up. Trying to teach a fucking woman. No, that woman did whatever the fuck she did to survive or to thrive or to bring herself to a sense of satisfaction. That's like trying the ocean, be the fuck still, be a glass of water. Nah, women are swift and changeable. They do all of that shit. They exist. But when she finds a righteous man to protect her and provide for her, you know what you will see then? You will see the greatness in her come up. I don't give a fuck what she did in the past. That's because she didn't have me. Yeah, she let motherfuckers ran the train on her because she ain't had no fucking father to give her the understanding of her value. Yeah, she sold some pussy because she ain't had no man to motherfucking teach her and to protect her and provide for her. So to know that she don't have to do these things. And this is why, because we ain't got no fucking community. She's selling pussy because the rest of the bitches are competing with her instead of saying, hey, sis, you without, come on over here, eat with us. And the men are seeing it all like, oh shit, predator time. I could take advantage of this bitch. She ain't got nobody. Fellas, you out here judging a woman on her past? You sound stupid. Every glass of water that you done drunk has probably been in contact with some shit, bacteria, and any other thing that we might see as negative. But once that water is purified, it's safe to drink. As a man or land, when that land gets contaminated, you know how easy it is to clean water? How easy it is to clean land? See what I'm, y'all see where I'm coming from here? The masculine, the feminine. Both of these energies have something totally different. XX chromosome, they got two of them. They can fuck one off and come back and use the other one at a later age. We only got one Y chromosome. Fellas, we are supposed to stand in integrity and not be swayed, not be polluted, not be contaminated. A man who violates a woman, that's a record. You don't lose that. A man who's abusive to women, that's a record. You don't lose it. You can change yourself, but you'll still be seen as that ain't shit ass man until somebody accepts you because they didn't really know it. And then once they fall in love with you, it might find out. It's kind of like, I'm already in love with you, so all right. It's like when you move on the land and you love this house and you love this land and you go out here to plant a whole bunch of crops on the land and won't shit grow because this was once a landmine. It was once a fucking oil place or once contaminated. But it's mine, so I guess I'll do the best with it. As a man, that's how you like your shit as a man is fucked up. As a woman, it's like an ocean. It's water. You know how many? It's the ocean. There's animals in there. They shitting in there, pissing in there, whales coming out, all this shit. But that water can be cleansed. Once it's in the right environment, it's easy to cleanse water. Land is hard to to remediate, to bring back to a sense of useful state. We'll just be like, oh no, fuck that land. I'll just get another land. Fuck them acres. That shit's polluted with oil and shit. I'll just find another land. But the ocean polluted with oil. All right, let's clean it. This is the value of women. Can't judge women. So with that being said, men don't need to be trying to teach women and talk to women and, well, you got multiple baby daddies and you used to trick and you used to. That's the dumbest shit. That's because she didn't have you, stupid. The value of a woman comes from for a man, the value of the woman can be shown from what you do with her. These are teachings of the initiated and rites of passages. These are the conversations that should be had from men to boys, from women to girls. These are the things that are lost in our community that need to be revisited. These are the ideologies that have been fucking contaminated by the miseducation of women. And keep in mind, I just said that women can do dumb shit. They can say dumb shit. They can do things belittling because once they know better, they do better. But men, once their minds are contaminated, once the ideologies are contaminated, they fucked. It's very, very hard to change a man. Why? Because women submit. Women can be led. Men are supposed to be the leaders. So if your leader is fucked up, but as a follower, if you got a fucked up leader, you're fucked up. And then when that leader dies and you get rid of him and you get a new leader and it's a good leader, now you are in a sense of pride and should be respected and protected. But as long as the women are out here acting as if they are the leaders, the teachers, and all it is, you're fucking up your own sense of existence. Any woman who thinks that she can teach, talk to, lead a man is somebody to leave the fuck alone. Any woman that looks to you to hold a certain standard is valuable. Women want a man to be a leader. They want a man to be all of these things so they can sit the fuck back and do what the fuck they want to do, like the ocean does what it wants to do. 70% covered by water. There's more women than there is men. There's more water on the planet than there is land. The emotions of a woman are to be left alone. You don't tell no woman, like boys know, I will tell you that shit. Hey man, suck them fucking tears up. This whole, men need to be in tune with their feminine side. Shut the fuck up, stupid. Can a man be allowed to cry? Yeah. Should this be an acceptable response for stress? No. Go ahead and cry. So when I see you crying, it's letting me know, oh shit, you are operating as a feminine entity, and let me pull your motherfucking coattails and tell you, shut them punk ass emotions up and stand firm in who the fuck you're supposed to be. Women out here teaching men that it's okay to cry and it's okay to be scared and it's okay to not hold your responsibilities just like us. No, the fuck it's not. Ladies, shut the fuck up talking to boys, talking to men. Shut the fuck up. Who told you that? Show and prove that what you're saying is right. Not, it feels good. No. How the fuck is that going to assist me? Yeah, I'm scared. But if I sit down and start crying, I'm so scared, bitch ass boy, you will die. You will not pass your rites of passages and you will not be initiated. I'm scared, man. This shit. Man, fuck it. Come on. Let's get it. That's what I'm built for. Or I don't want to be a warrior. Well, you better go ahead and shoot to be a wise man. Because otherwise, you're fucked. Share this video. Fellas, tag 10 other dudes in this video. Tag some commoners. Tag 5 commoners. No, tag 3 commoners, 3 warriors, and 3 wise men. Yeah, that's what I want y'all to do. And say commoners at so-and-so, 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 warriors at so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so, and wise men at so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so. If you agree with this shit, share it. If you don't, go be a commoner. Am I judging? Oh yeah, definitely. Any men who are saying, oh man, this motherfucker's some bullshit. Yeah, you was probably raised by your mama. That's cool. I ain't tripping. You ain't gonna move my motherfucking words just like a goddamn woman ain't. You fall victim to feminine and women energy and emotions. But if you a man and you understand what the fuck I'm saying, and you agree to this shit, if you a warrior, if you a wise man, share this shit. Tag some motherfuckers in this shit. Let's get the understanding back to the men. See? I don't mind being a little, oh, man is gonna argue with a woman is up. That's some motherfucking bitch shit. Any man who won't argue with a woman is a weak motherfucker. If I'm in high school and I'm a senior, and my little sister just started going to my high school and she's a freshman, and I know that this motherfucking dude over here is a violator. He rapes girls. He does these foul things. And I'm at home talking to my motherfucking sister, and I'm like, what you about to do? Oh, I'm about to go see Tim. Wait, you about to go see Tim? Why the fuck is you going to see? Cause I like him and no. You don't need to go see him. I'm about to argue with this broad. Cause I fucking care about her. I'm going to argue with you. I'm gonna put you in your place and I'm gonna tell you shut the fuck up. I'm trying to protect you. Only a punk ass man would let a fucking stupid ass woman convince him. Any man out here arguing on social media with a woman, he must be sassy, he must be there, he must shut your fucking stupid ass up. Shut your stupid ass up, woman. And the weak ass men who out here sharing it, I ain't finna cause you're weak. You a punk ass motherfucker. If you don't have the capacity to goddamn argue, to check, and to protect a fucking woman, you are worthless to this community. You goddamn right I'll argue with these women. You goddamn right I'll tell them how ignorant they are. You goddamn right I'm gonna go back and forth until I give them the understanding of what the fuck we talking about right now. Not telling them how to be a woman. Telling them how to hold their positions, how to carry themselves, how to move forward. If you can't do that, what the fuck is you worth in this community? That's what leaders do. That's what leaders do. My track record is long. Track record is long. My resume is motherfucking long. You know how many women I fucking argue with? And you know how many of them now come back and say, man, I'm so glad that you, because I was mad when you, but now I understand. And now look at me. Nah, you bitch ass motherfuckers. Well, I ain't finna argue with it because I don't want to make her mad because I want some pussy. That's how you know you a commoner. Wise men and warriors, we don't want pussy. We decide when we're going to partake in it. I'm never looking for some pussy. Never. Never. The way I stand, the way I talk, the way I deliver myself, Pussy's waiting on me. This is how you separate violators from the community. When boys come back with initiations and pass their initiations, when they walking, coming back into the girls is like, oh my goodness, I hope he picked me. He's ready. He's one of the ones. He's wise. He's a warrior. He can protect. He can provide. He can have me. Any motherfucker out here looking for some pussy is because he has not showed he's valuable. He's not showed his motherfucking worth to our community. That's why they out here as motherfucking predators. Ain't no warrior a predator. Ain't no wise man a predator. Fuck is you talking about? I got my pick. I got my pick. Out of these motherfuckers, well, okay, which one do I really? Oh man, look at, oh my goodness. Let me take her out. Let me see what her motherfucking mindset is about. Let me see how she carry herself. Let me see how is she gonna be a mate that I can have that will motherfucking understand the role that I have? You know what I'm saying? Or is this gonna be one of the motherfucking women who's trying to goddamn alter my motherfucking thought processes and my motherfucking shit as a man? No, baby, don't go to war. No, baby, don't force the laws and the rules and regulations in our community. I love y'all. I love us. I love our people. It's one of the realest shits that I've ever laid down, and I give thanks for the channeling from wherever this information came from, whatever it was that sparked me when I microdosed and just was on so heavy on me, and spirit came like, this is the delivery today. This is the talk. Shut the fuck up unless you're talking about this. So with that being said, I appreciate anybody who tapped in, who listened, who shared this shit. I appreciate y'all. Tell somebody you love them in the language that you can understand it in. Peace.